Fala galerinha, aqui quem fala com vocês é seu amigo Juba Nerd. E galera, é o seguinte, estou trazendo para vocês, galera, esse Combat 7 Sky Snow, um jogo que eu sempre gostei da série do Ace Combat, sempre acompanhei. Já trouxe alguns episódios, ao jeito que eu falei. Já trouxe, salve o PPS. Já trouxe, beleza, irmãozão? Seja bem-vindo aí. Já trouxe alguns detonados dele já. Agora a gente vai fazer em live. Eu não tinha feito em live ainda. Deixa eu só rapidão aqui entrar no. Tá aqui. Oh meu Deus, cadê os aviões, pô? Ai meu Deus, gente, tem que ter uma paciência que vocês não acreditam. Nossa, aqui aparece quando quer. Esse combat aqui. Oh meu Deus. Quanta coisa me vê, tô ficando louco, galera. Beleza, tudo configurado. Vou abrir o chat. Vamos lá, vamos curtir um pouquinho esse jogo aqui. Agora eu vou aparecer na câmera. E aí, galera? O calor animal aqui. Quero prestar atenção bem. Tem uns detalhes bem legais. Deixa o joinha, você que estiver chegando aí, ó, pra dar uma força pra gente, beleza? Campanha. Continuar.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers,
Bom
to
dia, hein,
mobilize and make
galera?
the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago,
Show de
Earth
bola, hein,
got
cara.
slammed by an asteroid. Usha was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usha, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom.
Gosto de ler pra entender o que eu tô fazendo na hora do jogo, entendeu?
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled.
Falando, né, dos ataques que vem rolando e tal, ninguém tá fazendo nada.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Missão 2, Charge the Enemy. Não consegui passar dessa missão aqui, hein, cara, até agora.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them.
Destruir os veículos que estão no chão. Essa é a missão. E é difícil, cara, porque você tem que descer com a aeronave. E eu não consegui passar não consegui, até agora ainda não consegui passar dessa missão. Iniciar a missão. Cadê o Murilo já? Vamos lá. Cenário, galera, o cenário é de cair o queixo, de verdade. Charge the enemy. Nublado, operações Western Wind. A gente tem que destruir esses carrinhos. São meus amigos aí do lado. Esse cara é meu amigo, deixa eu apertar meu acelerador. Começar a voar mais rápido também.
Visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close. Yep.
Opa. Agora eu perdi ali, hein? Deixa eu subir com a aeronave. Aqui, nessa reta. Oh, não! Eu apertei de vez pra cima ou pra baixo. Vocês aí, galera. É um domínio que você tem que ter no controle. Pra onde? Pera aí, galera, deixa eu mudar a câmera. Pronto, vou mudar a câmera porque eu tava sem o radar. Peguei. Tava sem o radar, tá ligado? Boa. Tem uma trajeto aqui, eu tô indo só. Agora foi até as árvores agora. Sai de um assim, você já vai no outro, ó. Se conseguir desviar. O bicho tá pegando, cara. Tem meu amigo. Foi. Vou dar a volta por trás. Agora bombardeamos legal aqui agora. Aqui tem mais um. Onde tá vindo? Tem veículos atrás da gente? Pegar esse alvo aqui, ó. Ó, já não vou. Sem loucura, sem loucura. Um prédio ali, ó. Nossa, agora eu tô no meio da base dos caras. Ai, eu ia subir, mano. Difícil, cara. Difícil. Você tem que fazer isso muito perto do chão. Tentar novamente. Tentar missão. Dar o checkpoint. Era onde a gente tava. Mas galera, era só pra mostrar mais assim pra vocês os gráficos como tá. É nessa missão que eu tô, nessa missão 2, eu tô treinando ela pra caramba, mas vocês viram que um vacilo, tipo, você perde o controle da aeronave. Se tivesse um manche, seria muito mais fácil, mas o manche é muito caro, então a gente tem que usar o que a gente tem. Brigadão aí, todo mundo deixou o joinha de coração. A gente vai fazer uma pausinha rapidinho e daqui a pouquinho tem live, meus amigos. Beijo no coração, fica todo mundo com Deus.